Welcome to the What's Going On podcast.
What's going on?
Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guest and do not reflect those of our sponsors. This show is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Take that.
Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. See, people cheer for us. I am Ninja.
I am HP Early Bird.
And
I can see myself. I got it.
I was gonna be like, yo, everybody, this is, and then, but you got it. Okay,
I got it.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so as you can see, we're starting off the pod right. Sorry we missed the episode last week.
We missed two.
We missed two. Oh yeah, that's right, because we were on the cruise. Yeah. And then Earl did the thing by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week we were supposed to do one. And then it was kind of like a dog ate my homework kind of deal. Literally, my dog ate my internet cable and shut us down, nigga. When I say your life came to a halt, my kids, the internet went down in 2 seconds. I was getting a text from Jaden. Yo, the internet not working. I'm like, bro, mind you, he texts me on his phone that he has internet on. So I don't even know what was the big deal. But the dog ate my internet, and we had to wait like 2 days or a day, something for a wire to come in. So that shit sucked. But we're back up on it. As you can see, we have our lovely third host for a little while, Jess with one S. Also my lovely other half and partner in crime. So before we get into anything, Earl, how you doing, sir? How's everything?
I am doing good, man. I have a 3-day. Well, I don't have to work Friday and Saturday because I took off because my mom's supposed to be graduating, but then she decided not to walk, so I decided to take.
Why?
Well, the reason that she gave was it was number one. It was too. I think it was kind of like too expensive.
You gotta pay to walk.
Well, it was like the travel and like everything all together.
But it was mad far.
It was in Virginia. We had to go to Virginia. So like
that's a ride.
That stuff,
That's just far.
She wanted my grandma to go, but my grandma was saying if she went, she would just sit in the room, like she wouldn't attend the ceremony. So that was another reason. And then my mom said like, no, she just at an age where those kind of things are not just something that she has to do. So those three reasons.
I can see that. Well, are you guys gonna do anything?
Me and my sister got together and we was talking about it. We might throw like a little party for her or something.
Yeah. Or take her like to dinner or something.
Yeah.
Or breakfast or something, something.
Because it is an achievement.
Yeah,
no shit.
Celebrate.
Yeah, she was working on that for like a long time. And I actually had to help her with some of her schoolwork. So
yeah.
Well, that's good. Celebrate that. But yeah, I'm good, man. How are you guys? Like how was the cruise, man? Did you like the cruise? Did you not like the cruise?
All right, I'm gonna let Jess take this one because she look like she's just ready to throw up some shit. Either that or she constipated, but I know she gotta say some shit.
I'm not constipated.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Thanks to Carnival.
Yo, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. How was all right? Let's start it off in a question. How did you like the cruise?
Overall, the cruise, like the vacation, was okay. The cruise line itself was horrible. I will never go on a cruise again. Okay, wait. I'll take it back. I will never go on a Carnival cruise again.
Oh, y'all went Carnival? You didn't like Carnival?
No.
I've been on 2 Carnivals. Okay, I've been on 2 carnivals. The first one was really good. The second one, the boat was kind of raggedy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was
So-
probably this boat then.
Like it was like really, really loud, like the engine and stuff. Like the
No,
No,
the engine wasn't loud.
It was the
more
people that were really loud.
oh man,
Yo, she was.
No.
Well, go ahead. I'll let
Like,
her talk that
listen,
shit.
so we got on the ship on Monday, and you
Mhm.
know how like you gotta wait for everyone to get on the ship. Our docking time was what, 10 o'clock?
10, yeah, 10.
But the ship didn't leave till like almost 3:30. So we were literally
Oh, yeah.
sitting on the ship the whole time, and I was already like the ship hadn't even moved yet, and I was like, "Is it too late for me to get off?" That's how like it was just ratchet. Like the people on the that no. I will go on the Royal Caribbean with the old people.
Yo,
No, that was just not it.
can I insert real quick? I'll take I'll take Ratchet for 500, Earl. Yo, we sat next to this other couple there. She was like they were like an older black couple.
Mhm.
And
They were not
Just-
much older, but
no, yeah, maybe like a couple years, yeah, well, whatever. Cause I forget that I'm kind of old too, but they just looked older than us. But yeah, they were there chilling on the chair. I guess Jess was talking to them while I was getting food.
no,
and
I
whatever.
asked, I because they seemed pretty chill, like kind of like
They weren't acting
George.
crazy.
Yeah. So I turned over and I was like, "Does it get better than this, or is it just this?" And she goes, "It's just this."
Man,
Yo, I knew we
So I was
fucked
like,
up.
"Oh man."
Listen, I knew we fucked up when I saw the old white lady
Mhm.
acting black. I was like, oh, we on the wrong ship.
Carnival can get a little.
We knew we messed up when the ship started leaving, and across was the other ship. I think it was like Royal Caribbean,
Mhm.
and it
Oh,
was
it was
nice
fancy.
and relaxed and quiet.
Nobody was
and
acting
we're
crazy.
Rowdy. Our shit was so rowdy. Like the music was loud. Like they
Yo,
were
it was
looking
like
at
being
us like, ooh.
it was like being on a school bus trip
Uh-huh.
where everybody just acting crazy.
You know how the class acts when they have a substitute?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the shit was.
Oh man,
It was just bad. Tell me how like they were playing. I don't even know. I've never heard this song before, but obviously it's very popular. And when this song came on, all these girls pulled out a fan.
Oh, you know,
I was like, where these fans came from? And they were like, bam, bam to the beat. And I'm like, this must be a thing because everyone had a fan. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know the name of the song.
It's the boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I don't know what it was, but I don't know where they pull these fans out of, but they did.
Yo, you know what's crazy? She's right. Yo, you know how like in cartoons they pull weapons out their backs and you're like, yo, how they like you never question video games when they pull weapons and shit out their pocket. Right. You know it's a video game. You got a satchel. Yeah. You know, Link has 1,000 bombs in that small satchel.
Yeah.
These bitches were pulling out fans out of bathing suits that don't fit them. I don't even know where they had these fans at.
And I didn't get the memo, but I was super overdressed. I was not showing enough skin for that cruise.
Got you. Yeah, now that
I was overdressed.
Yeah,
they were looking at me like, "Bitch, you on a cruise? Why are you wearing clothes?" And I'm like, "Where are your clothes?"
Yeah, they let it all hang out.
That don't even fit you,
bro.
And I honestly, like, seriously, not even joking. I honestly wish I had the confidence that these girls have.
I know what you mean.
Because that's not cute.
Yeah. I mean, they almost naked, man. Yeah,
bro.
But not only that, but their body don't look good. So you should not be naked. You should.
I know. I've seen it twice.
Yeah,
I went on 2 cruises.
He said twice.
I've been on 2
one
cruises.
Girl,
I know.
There was she wasn't. She was a lady. She was like an older mom. She could be a grandma. Mm-hmm. She had the body of Penguin from the old Danny DeVito Penguin. She had that body. I'm not joking.
But yo, the shit is like, it's not even body shaming. We're not trying to body shame by any means. I don't want anybody to go tripping. But it like if you have a certain body type, there's just certain clothes you should not be wearing. Like,
and if you have friends that you're going on a cruise with, they should tell you, like, Mama, you don't look good in that. Maybe like get 2 more sizes up because that don't fit you.
Bro, some of those bathing suits got lost in them folds and cracks and body crevices. I don't know what you want to call them, but listen, I'm a skinny nigga. But I'm not gonna walk outside in a Speedo and expect that shit to fit me right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no ass, so all that shit's gonna be stuck in my asshole. You know, like, I'm not doing that, bro. And I hope if you're my friend, you tell me, yo, my nigga, that shit ain't looking right. You looking crazy. That ain't it. That ain't it. So yeah, that shit was wild, boy.
So it's safe to say you did not enjoy the cruise.
No, I did not enjoy
the people
being on the ship. When we docked and we were on the islands, it was much better.
Oh, the island shit was
on the cruise itself. It was not my vibe. Like next time, like if we do get on, all right. So when we paid for the parking, everyone got in this van because they gave you like a shuttle ride to the port. The first stop was Royal Caribbean. Or Norwegian. Nice. It was one of those.
Norwegian.
And 2 old people got off. A husband and wife got off, and they were white old people. And I was like, next time I'm getting off when they get off. I'm going on their cruise.
They're getting off with
I'm going on their cruise because I just wanted to like relax. I didn't
realize it was going to be that party shit.
Yeah, they have a lot of activities on the ship. I guess to keep you entertained, but for me, I would be like on the balcony or in my room.
That's pretty much what we did. Yeah.
We
didn't do the club shit and niggas was drinking and acting crazy at night.
Fighting.
They were fighting.
Yeah, we witnessed what, 2 fights, I think, or heard. Yeah. We didn't witness. Sorry, we heard.
Jaden witnessed.
Jaden witnessed the first fight. Yeah. Jaden came back like, yo, they were fighting, man. Like, welcome to the jungle. That shit was, it was literally like a fucking project on a boat, bro. Like, we were just in the hood.
Yeah.
That shit was...
Well, the food was good and the customer service was amazing.
Yeah, them Vietnamese
customer service was really good.
But didn't have to lift finger, right?
The what?
So
what?
You didn't have to lift the finger, like you just...
No.
Yeah, no.
We had this one girl that her name was Pow or some shit like that, or Peel. It was some weird, you know how they have like those sound effect noise names. Yeah, she was really nice, bro. Oh shit, you didn't even tell him the best part. Oh, she got sick,
so
dog.
Monday we got on the ship, and then like around 3:30, it left. Right, it started sailing. And then that night I was like already regretting it. I was like, this is not good. I started getting seasick instantly. The next day I literally slept my whole day away. If I was not sleeping, I was like tearing up the bathroom. It was either or. I was sleeping or in the bathroom. It was so bad. That was the whole second day. I've never slept. That was probably the best thing I did on that vacation was sleep. Because I never slept.
Yeah.
Like that. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, you get good sleep on there because I mean you really ain't got to worry about anything. But sorry, hear that you were sick though.
She got
it did suck. But then the next day I was still a little wheezy, like, but it wasn't that bad. I was able to like get up and go eat and drink and stuff like that. That was bad.
So when she was sick and I would leave the room, I told Pal that she was sick and I put the little do not disturb because she kept asking. I tried to go in the room, but I see Ticket outside. Everything okay? I said, oh, she's sick. She's no good right now. She goes, oh my God. So every time I went in and out, she's like, hey, your wife feel better? I was like, no, pal, she's not feeling good.
And the best thing was that we had an interior room, so there was no windows.
No windows, so you can't focus on anything.
Every time they left, I would turn the light off, and it was like completely the best sleep I've ever got.
I think she slept like 10 hours, my nigga, like straight.
I slept the whole day, more than 10 hours.
Yeah, till we got to Bahamas, and then she was like, okay.
Yeah, when we got to the first island, I was breakfast. Like, I gotta get up.
Yeah, I mean, you get some real good sleep. It's like they keep the well, I mean, you can control the temperature in your room, but I kept mine cold and it was dark.
Yeah, we kept ours all the way cold.
Yeah, she was
some real good sleep, man.
She got sleep. The kids got some good. Like we all got good sleep because we didn't have to do anything, so we just.
That was the most sleep I've ever got on a vacation.
Yeah.
Usually vacation, like you come back and you're exhausted because you didn't really rest.
Mm-hmm.
No, I came back. I was ready to have a vacation. I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah, she was hype, nigga, because she was sick for a whole day. She slept like 10, 12 hours, not including the other day she slept.
Mm-hmm.
So she slept a good bit, my nigga. Like I've never seen her sleep so much, bro. Like crazy sleep. But once we got to the beach, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like we did the kids went with that scuba thing or whatever, snorkeling, and we know fishes, and we did the kayak. That was fun. Like I had way more fun off the boat than on it. But if next time we do a cruise, I'm just gonna get on the cruise and stay on the island for like 2 or 3 days, and then get back on the cruise to go home. I don't want to be on the cruise. No, I'm saying if they did a cruise where you can stay on the island for like 2 days instead of getting
they don't
do that. Oh, no. we gotta find one that does that.
You can fly to the Bahamas,
but not to that. Well, I guess Well, yeah, probably do that then. I don't know. It was just being on the boat was fun, but they took the long way. We were on the boat way too long, I think.
I can tell you that Jaden's best part of this trip was the all-you-can-eat food.
Oh, this nigga. He ate so much I would get sick from watching him, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was eating like
way too much.
He gained weight and got dark. He looked like a real heavyweight Mexican dude. I was like, yo, it was one day me and Jess went out to eat and like go to the casino and just hang out and like get drinks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we came back in, and it was mad dark in the room. Jaden was sleeping in there, and they were both sleeping because it was like kind of late, I think. And I opened the door, and Jaden's in our bed sleeping, and I turned the light on. He's super tan, and he gained at least 5 pounds, so his face was a little chunky. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this dark-skinned Miguel-looking ass nigga in the bed? Fucking Jaden, bro. He was mad tan. He looked like he was about to fix the roof of the fucking house. I was like, oh my god.
Oh man.
But yeah, we had fun on the beach. I think that was the best. We did the beach part was the cool part, and then we went to Nassau, and we did a little shopping there and got some junk, shit like that. So the kids enjoy that shit.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool getting off the boat because it's like you kind of get away from like the people really.
Yeah.
Like you can move around and breathe and do your own thing. So yeah, getting off the boat is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite.
And if we did do another cruise, it's definitely not going to be Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
But we're definitely going to get like a room with the balcony, so like when we do want to just chill, we don't have to be with the other people.
Well, yeah. I think that was a mistake we did. We didn't get a balcony room. But we when we like to travel, we like to obviously do the learning curve. So we like, all right, yeah, we could do this, and then we figure out like, yo, we should have not did this when we went. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of know the next time we get on a boat what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
If we
ever get on one, we're already talking about doing other things, and it does not involve a boat ride. So a carnival cruise, at all. But yeah, dude. Other than that, though, it wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? It sucked that she got sick for the whole fucking day, but she was at sea.
It was a day at sea anyway.
Yeah, we literally didn't go anywhere or do anything. We were just traveling.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. But other than that, the food was good. Like the food was great, actually. That was one thing that was really good. Like we didn't eat anything that we didn't like. But we saw shit we don't eat and don't like. But
they serve frog legs.
Oh, for the fancy dinner? Because we had fancy dinner. And one of the nights it was frog legs. I was like, yeah, nope.
So y'all had the captain's dinner.
I don't know what the fuck the captain eating, but that shit was not frog legs. I'm sorry.
So I'm saying,
I'm down to try new things, but
did y'all so like when y'all was eating dinner, that's like y'all go to like this little
Yeah, the little restaurant,
yeah.
and you sit at the
yeah, like
number
fancy
table.
restaurant.
Yeah, okay, cool. So they was in there singing and dancing and shit while y'all
Yeah,
Yes,
man. These
he
niggas
was
are
twerking.
Yo, our host he was wild, boy. And then there was one in there that was really like he was all colors of the rainbow, if you want to put it like that. He was twerking. He swore he had titties because he was shaking his chest like he had a pair. I was like,
He was very nice, though. Like I said, the
no, he
customer
was.
service was
top notch. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing. I mean, they do that shit every night, the same shit, and them niggas are acting like that was the first time they did that shit, and they were having the time of their life.
Yeah.
So I give them that because a week of me doing that same shit, I would have been like, nah.
And they do it for like 9 months, right?
Yeah, they work 9 months straight. That shit's crazy. 7 days a week. That's nuts. I would lose my shit, boy.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even want to say
were
good morning to
nonstop.
niggas in the morning, but I can see why I hope they paid them well. I'm pretty sure they don't pay them as well as we want them to, but I'm pretty sure in their case they get paid good because they bring all that money back to the Filipinos. So that they're probably living like kings over there, their family, with the money they're making on that Carnival cruise.
Yeah.
They probably don't live in the States, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
they can't live in the States. That's why they can't get off.
Yeah. So they stay on the boat the whole time and go back to Filipinos, and they kings over there for 4 or 5 months when they're off. No, I ain't even lying, bro. One paycheck will last them at least 2-3 months out there in Filipinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the shit's dirt cheap out there, dog. But yeah, no, I've watched his YouTube kid. He moved out to Filipinos and all his YouTube
Philippines.
Philippines. I said Filipinos? Philippines, yeah. and he lives like a fucking king out there, boy. Like $2 gets you a whole like week's worth of food and shit.
Well, with all these tariffs and shit, you might have to go out.
Yeah. Word. All right, cool. So, babe, you is there anything else you want to add in there to that, or you good? You got that off your chest?
If you want to party, Carnival. If you want to relax, not Carnival.
Okay, there you go.
That's all
that
I'm
makes
gonna
sense. Make sure you bring your fan.
I'm not a party person. Like, it's just not my vibe.
Me neither. But I don't know, man, because Carnival wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad for me.
What ship were you on?
I don't know. The first one, because okay, my first time going on a cruise, I was like really, really nervous about everything. But then when I get on the boat,
Titanic shit.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not thinking about Titanic when you get on a boat?
For real,
you know what I mean?
So,
unless you like some young kid that don't know shit about Titanic.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't I thought like the boat might be rocking really, really bad, but it wasn't. It was some of the best sleep I had in my life. I didn't have to lift a finger, like, because they clean up behind you in there, like 24/7. So that one was good. And then the second one I went on, I went with it was we went for my grandma's birthday. The only complaint I have about that one is we went during hurricane season, so the water was a bit.
Oh God, that must have been terrifying.
It wasn't rocky like bad, but you can feel the ship rocking.
Yeah.
Plus, the boat wasn't. It was like it needed maintenance because like whenever the ship will. Like,
where did you dock from?
Somewhere in Florida. I forget which what's the name of it, but I know it was in Florida somewhere.
Was it like in Miami? Or
I know the first one we left out of Jacksonville, and the second one was
that was the one
Orlando.
It might have been close by Orlando, I think.
It's Port Carnival, something like that.
Port Canaveral.
Yeah, Port.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, we was docked out of Miami. That was a drive, boy. 5 hours or 4.5 hours. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
But
well,
like I said, live and you learn, right? We wanted to try it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, fuck it. We're gonna hit this boat ride one time.
So like,
get the vibes.
What type of excursions did you do other than? So you say you went on the beach, you did the snorkeling. So like, did y'all do
we did the kayaking. And that was pretty much it because everything
we
else was
tried
like
to do
super
more, but
expensive.
everything was sold out. No, and it
Yeah,
was. Remember the lady said it was already booked. We
yeah, a
didn't
lot of
want to
shit was
book
booked out.
everything before going because we didn't want to spend money and then decide not to want to do it that day.
Yeah.
So we
Not
just
only that,
winged it.
if it rains too, you don't get a refund if it rains.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we ain't doing none of that shit, but we still had plenty of fun because I just wanted to chill. Like I said, if I go on vacation, I just want to chill. I really don't want to do anything.
So did y'all see the
There
Disney
was-
boat?
Yes.
See how big that thing was?
Bro, that shit was massive.
You seen
dog.
that
That
dock?
was like,
The dock that they have, so you don't even have to take a little boat.
it's like 2 miles long, bro. That dock was like at least a mile long, bro. I don't care. If you can see it from where we were at, that's a long dock, bro. Like I'm hoping they drive you to the front.
We saw that Disney boat and everybody was saying like, no, we gotta try and get on that Disney boat.
That's just stupid bread.
But you get what you pay for. So
yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that will suck about that cruise is that there's a lot of kids.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the only negative for us.
wait. Hold on. I want to double back on the cruise, on the complaint. Bro, there was so many kids on the damn boat too, bro. And the problem is it's not really the kids. It was like they're everywhere, bro. It was like you can't walk in the hallway with kids. They were running and like bumping into people and knocking shit over. I'm like, oh, this is not. I can't, bro. I understand you on vacation, but they just let them do whatever. Like, you can't just let your kids run rampant, bro.
Yeah.
They were leaving food on the floor, stepping in food, and bro, it was crazy. Bro. I'm telling you, bro. It was the most uncomfortable feeling being around all those kids, and like at some point, there was one point I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna eat. Because I didn't want to wait in line with people. And I understand the waiting in line shit, but like I don't fuck with crowds like that.
Yeah.
I being on the boat was the worst thing for me, dog.
Yeah.
Just in the moments I was good is when it got dark and everybody was going to like sleep or to the club or to the bar or whatever, and then like the upper decks were empty and I got to chill. You know what I'm saying? Like we went outside and we chilled, but the kids on the boat, man, y'all niggas are driving me crazy. I hate all y'all, bro.
Usually the kids be at the pool. Like they just be stuck at the pool.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing too. Like we couldn't get in the pool because there was
3 pools and they were all crowded.
Yeah, they stay crowded. Yeah.
Bro, that shit was dumb, bro. Even the jacuzzis. You go try to get in the jacuzzi, there's kids all in the jacuzzi. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to be around none of these dirty ass kids, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna share this one last thing about the cruise, being on the boat. It was fun to me trying to figure out how to navigate the boat because like that shit's like a maze, bro.
Bro, is it? Well, we were still getting lost on the last day. I think it's like the last day we started figuring out like, yo, let's just walk all the way through and then go up.
But see, on certain floors you can't walk all the way through. You
Right.
have to go,
that's what I'm saying.
Point and then get on the elevator.
Yeah.
Go to a certain floor and then you can walk all the way through. So like that part was fun for me. But
yeah, that shit was.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, nah. I was like, I'm done with this fucking shit. I was like, I kept asking, I'm like, yo, there are other boats that are better than this shit. I'm like, I want to go on that shit. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was our boat story, kid. Our cruise story. I hope y'all enjoyed that shit, but because we didn't. But even the kids were like, yo, this shit's crazy. Listen, the kids on the shit would drive me insane, but the kids on the shit were driving my kids insane. They were like, yo, why are these kids acting so crazy? I was like, Jaden was like, yo, these people are bugging. I'm like, even Adam was like, yo, when are we going home, bro? This shit ain't it, bro. I was like, but when we got, like I said, when we got off the boat, we had more fun. I just wish we had more time on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just felt like the boat was just like the catalyst of, having fun.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of fun, you know what I'm saying? I could imagine people are complaining about being on the beach. They'd rather be on the boat being, crazy and ratchet. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw these white bitches pulling out the fan and started saying, oh, girl, I'm like, yo, that's it. That's it. I'm done. Listen.
I was like, where did the fans come from?
Bro, nigga, everybody pulled out a fan from I don't know where. Because You barely have clothes on. I know you don't have pockets. Where did you pull that fan out?
Like, you seriously remember to pack the fan for this one
Bro.
part of this. I never heard that song in my life. I was like, what's going on?
It's everywhere, man. If you've been on it's all over social media.
That song?
I've never heard
the
that
song and the dance, yeah.
All I remember though.
Yeah, with that fan, they take the little fan. Because like my mom goes to the Y and they have like this little dance class, whatever. They doing it in there. I mean, it's a very popular. It's real popular.
Does your mom have a fan?
I think she borrowed a fan from someone.
That's it.
But yeah,
damn, son. I didn't know. I didn't know that was like
the fan.
I'm assuming that's like a party, like kind of like the cha-cha slide type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
The fan is a part of the dance because there's a part in the song where you.
But where does the fan come from? Like, you just have it in your cleavage, like your ass crack. Where do you have it? Where are you pulling it out of?
Listen, the bathing suits these girls were wearing. There was no room for fans and money. I'll tell you that shit. I don't know where they pull these fans out. I was like, yo. I was looking at her like, yo, where they fans? Like, I ain't seen nobody holding fans. Yeah. I'm like, did I miss something? I'm like, they just started, oh, girl. Well, yo, I swear, dude. Babe, right? The two white girls in front of us, some bitches were ratchet as hell. Yo, they said, that song came on. They said, oh, girl. They got up out the chair. Then all of a sudden, fans. And they're shaking their like weird shaped asses in front of us. I'm like, bro, what y'all niggas need to put that fan on your ass, bro. You're about to sail away with that shit.
Oh man,
like, what is going?
I bet that was a sight to see, man.
Oh, sight to see, man. We were seeing so many sights. We didn't know if they were asses or walls, bro. Some of them look like.
Oh goodness.
So how about the lady with the pizza?
Bro, she had a bathing suit, like you know how like it wasn't like a G-string. It had like instead of it being
like
up
pizza.
It was like a triangle, like on her back. I guess it was supposed to be like a bathing suit, but like I said, her body was a little bit not, suited for that bathing suit, and her ass was so weirdly big that the piece of the bathing suit looked like a pizza stuck in her ass because it was just a triangle and it was like yellowish, so it looked like cheese. So I told her, I was like, yo, did she sit on a pizza?
No, she walked by us and we both looked and then we looked at each other and we were like,
shit.
I was like, what was that?
I mean, now I must say the way people dress on those cruises is very interesting, I would say.
Oh God, that's an understatement, dog. Yeah. I'm like, it's like it was almost like Halloween on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like if Halloween was like on a hot summer day, that's what people would be wearing, just like crazy outfits, bro. I was like, bro, like I'm over here in just regular like shorts, like and shit, and just as in a regular bathing suit. Well, what I thought looked nice.
I'm in a regular bathing suit with towels over me, trying to like cover myself.
Bro, these girls were out here like they were giving it away for free. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I was like, Then you have the skinny little white girls walking around with like floss on. I'm like, my nigga, like somebody was supposed to boil those noodles before you put them shits on. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yo, this shit was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, you see so much ass on those ships, but it's not.
But it's not even nice ass to look at.
Yeah, it was
it's
just
not pleasant. It's like
I'm like, yeah, it's like ask you like if somebody wanted to punish you and they put you in a room and you look at all this ass. What? It's so ugly. Like, look at this ass. Like, it's not an ass. It's a 4x4 with a string in the middle. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was nuts. But yeah. But like I said, it was cool when we got off. But yeah, I guess we could move on from that. That was our fun nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh man.
But just to watch Jessica's face as these girls were just walking by, she goes, "Babe, I wish I had confidence like that."
I really do. I really do.
And I'm like, yo, like you could go out here and stunt too, babe. You got the booties and the stuff. She goes, bro, like,
yeah, those women are delusional, boy.
That's crazy, bro. I was like, all right, hey. All right, well, let's get on to some topics then before because if not, we'll talk about this shit all day long. What is first topic today, Mr. Early?
We're gonna keep it lighthearted and goofy, man. We're gonna talk about the 100 men versus gorilla. It's one gorilla.
Okay.
It's a huge debate on the internet right now, man.
Okay. So, Jess, can you enlighten Jess quite a little bit so she understands what that?
Okay.
Because I didn't know until you told me the other day, and then I looked into it. So I'm pretty sure she doesn't know.
So the debate is: can 100 men defeat one gorilla in a physical altercation?
She's like, no.
A lot of people are saying that the gorilla will win, indefinitely. But people are trying to argue if you had 100 UFC fighters, or if you had like 100 Bruce Lees or 100 Michael Jai Whites, like would they be able to defeat the gorilla? And a lot of people are just saying no, the gorilla will win, hands down. So, what are you guys' opinion?
I'm Team Gorilla.
Team Gorilla.
You know what's crazy? I'll probably be Team Gorilla too, because like I watched a lot of videos of gorillas, and them niggas they brutal, bro. Like
they just have instincts that us humans don't have. You know.
Not only that, but they're a lot stronger. Like even if you have 100 Michael J. Whites, he cannot punch or kick that gorilla hard enough to hurt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're strong. Like their chest plates are massive leather muscle. Like,
was Caesar a gorilla?
He was a chimp, ape. Yeah, an ape. The gorilla was the one that the big one that was his homie in the first movie. The silverback gorilla. He was grayish.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he ran on the bridge and he got shot up to save Caesar.
Is he the one with the different face?
No, that's a different one.
I think you're talking about the orangutan.
Yeah, he's an orangutan. He's the one that does the sign language. The gorilla was the big one. Like he was bigger than he was Caesar's bodyguard in the first movie. But yeah, they're especially gorillas. Gorillas are huge, bro. They got massive muscles, bro. Yeah. Like you can't punch a gorilla or kick a gorilla and hurt it. Like the strongest nigga can kick him and not hurt him. So imagine like you trying to defeat him without weapons. I don't think it's gonna be an easy task.
Well, they say
I'm Team Gorilla. What are you?
Oh, I'm definitely going gorilla.
Yeah, I'm definitely Team Gorilla. I mean, they can live. They say 4 to 10 times their body weight. So
and they're anywhere from like 600 to almost 900 pounds.
Yeah, they say
he could just like all 100 Bruce Lee's charging at him. He can just go bam, knock them all out. They're dead already.
Yeah, and Bruce Lee was a skinny dude, so
no challenge.
No, I don't think so.
Well, they say humans can lift a maximum of 900 pounds, and they say a gorilla can lift up to 1,800 pounds. So
humans, like can lift. We can lift. Who's lifting 900 pounds?
Bro, I think the strongest guy in the universe,
like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, like, but that's only, and that's what probably one person
when
in
you're
the whole world.
comparing that one bodybuilder to 100 Bruce Lees, Bruce Lee was like so fragile.
Yeah,
he's so tiny.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even the strongest guy on the earth that can lift, let's say, 900 pounds, he probably could lift it only once.
Yeah.
And for like 10 seconds, maybe.
For like 10 seconds.
A quick and then release. Like,
and
it's
then
not...
throw it on the floor, and then his knees pop. Like,
and then he's like out of breath.
Yeah, so the gorilla's lifting up tree trunks to smack other gorillas with every day. So, that's...
But the videos of people, because like it was like it was a video of a tour bus, and some guy just come flying through the windshield, and they were saying like this is the first guy who tries to fight a gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
yeah.
So like those kind of videos are very entertaining on the internet, man, right now. So
I even seen one that they like simulated a gorilla fight versus 100 dudes, and the gorilla still won.
I think I seen it. It's like computer generated.
Yeah, computer generated. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm definitely gorilla team all day. Now, don't get me wrong. They could probably make him tired, and then like maybe capture him. But I don't think when it comes to beating him.
Okay, so
with any kind of if there's no weapons involved,
like physically, you mean?
Physically, yeah, physically, no.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
To give the human beings a chance. So there's strength in numbers, correct?
Right.
100 men is not enough.
I think 100 men, if strategically, can beat a gorilla. But if you're talking about physical strength, like a brawl, nah, bro.
So you saying, okay, I don't think it would be like a Mortal Kombat climbing up the ladder type style.
Right? Yeah, no. You're talking about all at once.
Yeah, all at
niggas
once.
Versus
yeah,
and it'll be physically impossible for 100 guys to even beat up a gorilla because there's no space. You can't fight. Like, you ever had a fight and with a bunch of people, and it's like you can barely get a kick in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's 1,000 niggas trying to jump you. But if they jump the gorilla, even if they jump the gorilla, I really think people are gonna still get hurt, and the gorilla still might come out on top because
they just
he's
need
so
to make
heavy.
like a Netflix series, like they did with the what was that show with the 100 people? What the games? What's that show on Netflix with the Asian people?
Squid Games.
Oh,
Squid Games. They need to make a series, like a Netflix episode on 100.
What, like a real gorilla? Yeah, they have to do that shit outside United States because that shit would not be sanctioned. Shit, man. That'd be at least.
Who's dumb enough to sign up though?
Not only that, but just picture it. Let's say you do have 100 guys versus a gorilla. How many out of those 100? Even if they're all UFC fighters or all gangsters or all something, out of those 100, there's going to be at least 80 pussies that are not going to run out after they see the first 3 or 4 guys get mauled by this gorilla. Let's keep it 100. Like,
I feel like if they all bum rush the gorilla, it's an easy
they might knock him down.
But if they do like in like 10 at a time, like 10 get him weak, 10 get him weak, 10 get him weak. No, they have a better chance. They're still gonna lose, but they have a better chance.
Yeah, somebody's gonna end up. They're gonna be the dead. Okay, I'm telling you, the only way 100 guys are gonna beat a gorilla strategically.
Okay, so
and 100 wear him out, run around, and even killing him is gonna be hard. You can't kill him with your bare hands. He's too. So his skin is thick as fuck.
Do 100 men have a better chance against a grizzly bear than a gorilla?
Oh yeah,
probably.
I would say so.
Have a better
I mean,
chance
even though a grizzly bears are way more aggressive,
they have those long nails too.
But they got long claws, bro. Yeah. Them they will tear you. I think they will tear you up faster than the gorilla would. But I don't think bears have good stamina because they're lazy animals. So they'll get winded way faster. I think, tired. So, but I don't know, man. I think anything that's bigger than a human, gorilla, bear, any of that shit. I think 100 niggas will have a problem with a lion, bro. To be honest with you, you know, like the lions are quick, they brutal, they bite, they scratch, and they're heavy, and they got thick skin. Like, evolution has really gave animals the edge. Like, if they were smarter, they can totally take us out.
Yeah, they could.
Our evolution has declined because we've become more dependent on everything else. You know what I'm saying? We become more lazy. We became weaker. We're not as strong as we used to be, and our counterparts and all that shit. So yeah, we won't stand a chance if another group of animals, you know, became smarter and try to take us out. Oh yeah, they definitely. That's why the Planet of the Apes shit is like a real shit because they were way smarter.
Okay, so
and stronger.
So what if super soldiers was real, like Captain America? And he had like a super soldier. So now you're a superhuman
versus the gorilla. Then maybe you have a chance. Yeah, if I had an arm like Bucky, I could probably punch the shit out of a gorilla. Yeah. So 100 niggas with an arm like Bucky or some kind of, that's what I'm saying. We will have to have some kind of like weapon or some kind of advantage, a handicap. I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to make this interesting because if you can't, I don't think you can beat the gorilla like straight up fist fight.
No, definitely not.
Punches and kicks, man. But I don't know if you pick up a big ass stick or something, go across the back of his head.
Bro, I mean, you gotta realize, even when you stab these motherfuckers with spears, they're still coming after you. Like, you literally have to hit them in a crucial part and make them a critical hit for them to stop moving.
So Bruce Lee's 6-inch punch wouldn't stop the gorilla.
Oh, the Bruce Lee's 6-inch punch is not getting through.
It's gonna break his arm. It's gonna break his arm.
Listen, I love Bruce Lee. That's my guy. He's Michael J. White. You know, I love him. I mean,
listen, our kids are named exactly.
Yeah, my kids are named after these two because they're my favorite all-time martial artists. But nah, 100 Michael J. Whites. I think even he'll tell you 10 of those Michael J. Whites are gonna end up dead, and the other Michael J. Whites are just probably
they're gonna run.
Yeah, so definitely.
I watched the video of like this tour guide in one of those countries. He was saying that when a gorilla beats on his chest, he was saying like that alone will cause people to freeze up. Like you would just stop in your tracks, man.
Their fists are like hammers, and they're beating their own chest. If you beat your own chest, you'll go into cardiac arrest. If you hit your heart the wrong way with your little puny chest, like, imagine a gorilla punching you in the chest, bro. It's over. Yeah. Listen, okay. Everybody's talking about the 100 dudes versus a gorilla. Mm-hmm. Bro, one monkey versus a person is one little monkey that climbs on your shoulder will fuck you up. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And you're talking about a whole gorilla.
I seen videos.
I watch videos where little monkeys fuck grown people up.
Yeah, bro.
And you mean to tell me, okay, bro, I've seen these little monkeys rip people's noses off, rip their scalp, bite their face, grab them through the fence, and yoke grown men through the fence like a spaghetti noodle. And these are smaller monkeys.
Yeah.
Imagine what one of those guys would do, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. We gotta really think about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I knew we were on to something when Jesse said the gorilla. I was like, yeah.
I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah, it totally is, dog. It totally is.
Oh man.
All right, so gorilla for the win then?
Gorilla for the win.
All right, that's good. We all agree on that. All right, so you want to get into the next topic?
Yeah, let's get into the next topic, man.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna shift to something a little more serious.
Okay.
The Diddy trial has begun. I think it began yesterday.
Okay.
And what they're doing right now, right now not a whole lot is going on. What they're trying to do right now, they're trying to select the jury. Is what
they're doing.
So it's extremely hard for them to find a jury for this case because it's such a high profile case. Like everybody knows Diddy. So they're trying to find people, of course, who doesn't have a biasness towards or either side. But
how many people in a jury? Is it 12 or 8?
I believe it's 8.
8, right? I know it's an even number.
I thought it was 12.
Maybe it is.
Hold on, let me see.
Let me see.
Right quick.
All right. Either way, I think they're gonna have to get 12. It's gonna be I hate to say this, but it's gonna have to be 12.
It's 12. It's 6 to 12. Right? 6 to 12.
6 to 12. Okay. I guess it depends on the situation, but it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be like women. I mean, they're gonna have. I mean, I know they gotta mix it up, but they're gonna try to get the people who are like super against.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like he's gonna have a fair trial that way.
No, he definitely isn't.
No.
Well, you're not the first person that said women.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of gay niggas and women on that shit because it has to be men and women. Mm-hmm. But if you add gay niggas in there, then you got 12 women still, so it doesn't matter. I mean, am I
wrong?
But why would you think they want 12 women?
Because they want him to go to jail. He beat a girl on video and all that other shit. Even though that's not what he's on trial for, they're gonna use that.
It reflects, yeah.
Because remember, he's not on trial for what he did to Cassie. He paid that. That was a civil thing. Mm-hmm. He's on trial for all the other alleged shit he did. So
yeah,
I forget what the charge.
If they bring up that video in court, I don't know.
They should have like a like a
Okay, so
like a regular jury. I think it should be like what is that other way where it's like the workers do it? It's not like where they pick people. I forgot the name of it. I forgot.
Where like the court actually like the
Yeah.
people in court actually do it.
Yeah.
I
There's a
don't
name for
know.
it. I just forgot what the name is.
no, I don't know, but he's been charged with sex trafficking.
Of
So
course,
that's what this.
I don't believe that he should be charged with
I don't
sex
think so either,
trafficking,
bro.
because everyone that he sex trafficked were down with it until they weren't.
Right.
You know,
Listen,
like
Right.
I don't know.
It's the same thing with Shannon Sharp, dude.
Yep.
Like when are these and I don't want to even say these guys, but when are they gonna learn that fucking with these outside Instagram putas are gonna cost them a lot of money, bro? Like they keep, bro. I'm telling you, this is the era of like, oh, I'm gonna sue you in 20 years after this shit ends. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of time we on now. Like you can't even go to somebody and take them out on a date and be cool with them if you have money, because then I can, in 4 or 5 years they're gonna be like, oh, he raped me.
Right.
Have you seen?
You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen the accusations against Smokey Robinson?
Oh God.
No.
No.
What?
He's been no.
Let me guess. 35 years ago, 40 years ago. Like, how does this even go?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That we're okay in this kind of culture.
Mm-hmm. What you about to say, Jay?
Do you remember the guy from? Do you remember that show Seventh Heaven? The white. The white family.
The dad. Yeah,
the dad was a child molester. He came out and publicly told his story, and he never did jail time. He never even got arrested,
and he never got sued.
And
like
all the people he abused were children, like between the ages of you know what? You know how they call pedophiles is anywhere from like the age of 6 to 10 is that's what's considered a pedophile. And then there's another name from the age of 10 to 12. Did you know that?
No, I didn't even know that. I thought once a pedo, always a pedo.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Man.
I just call him all Geppetto.
Because everyone was saying he was a pedophile, and he was like, I'm not a pedophile. And then he was like, and he said whatever the other thing was.
Yeah, I'm not a pedophile. They're from 6 to 7. I'm 10 to 12. I'm just a child toucher.
Yeah,
bro, it's the same shit, weird. Bro. You're a pedo. That's it. You're a pedo. You're whatever that is. You're that, bro. That's why Pinocchio movie always freaks me out. I think Geppetto was a fucking pedophile.
Man. So
it was weird.
I mean, because even Kanye came out and admitted he was doing sexual things with his cousin.
Bro, I don't even know what to say about that. That shit. Look, all I know is this: if you're famous, if you got money, and you fucking with these girls online, they're gonna sue you in 10 years. That's a come up. And the thing is like what Jay-Z said in the file when that girl tried to get Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z was like, "Nah, we're going to trial. If I did something to you, why sue me? Put me in jail." Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. They are suing. They're not putting in jail. Everybody wants to sue. Nobody wants. So they're okay. That tells me that you were okay getting raped because you're getting a paycheck. You were okay with it. Mm-hmm. If it's rape, if it's this, if it's child that, you were okay with it because you're not putting me in jail. You're not criminally going against me. You are trying to sue me. So that tells me that you're okay with the fact that either your son, your daughter, or you were okay with the fact that you got assaulted or you got touched.
Can I call conspiracy here?
Oh, for sure. All day. Let's put the caps on, guys. I'm going to put them on because it's the same shit. Remember we talked about this last year on the pod. What did I say? Every 5 to 10 years, we have a big pedo case, or a rape case or some shit. And it's always involving a rich black dude, bro. They never get anybody else.
I don't know if you heard this, but Terrence Howard came out and said that he was supposed to be playing Marvin Gaye, but he didn't want to play Marvin Gaye because they said Marvin Gaye was gay. And it's like
he didn't want to play a gay character.
It's like nobody knew that Marvin Gaye was gay. I don't think the man was gay. I just think they just throwing these things out there. to
bro.
tarnish the image of
But he
the.
also came out and said some stuff about Diddy wanting to have
Yeah.
a relationship with him too. So is
Mm-hmm.
he? Are these stories true, or is he just saying that to get back on
Uh,
the
get back on
top?
the
Because
famous
he's not
train.
really. Yeah.
He
Terrence
did say
Howard
that. He did say
doesn't
that.
strike me as the type to do things for attention, for fame and attention.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me
Yeah.
as that type.
And he's really
Yeah.
smart.
So I think the things that he's saying is so there's some truth to that. I can't. I
Yeah.
don't really know the guy. I can't put too much stock into it. I think there's some truth to it. Diddy, okay, the sexual allegation about Diddy, they may or could be true, but I don't think he forced himself on anyone. I think this
No.
was all
No.
voluntary.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. The same thing with R. Kelly, dog.
Now
Like
the whole thing
even
with R. Kelly is because they were minors, but I think the
mm-hmm.
parents should go to jail too because you
Yes,
allowed your minor to
bro.
they
be in
were
this
in.
environment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Remember that thing we watched? Literally in that Surviving R. Kelly, I think it was called. The lady, his wife, and a mother, another lady, another girl's mother, said that they would bring the girls to R. Kelly. Like you are pimping out your kid, and then are like, "Oh my
That's
God,
sex
he raped
trafficking,
my
right?
daughter."
It's the same
Yeah,
thing with Aaliyah.
exactly. The same thing with Aaliyah, dog. Her mom pimped her out for a record deal.
Damn.
I mean, let's keep it a beam, bro. She was getting tossed around by Dame Dash, R. Kelly, Jay-Z. All these guys were getting a piece of Aaliyah, bro. And whether that's Aaliyah's fault or not, when she turned older, maybe she was already like, yo, this is what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's grooming at its finest, bro. But who starts the grooming? I mean, you allow your kids
To be
to
with
grow
grown
into
men.
to be grown.
Yeah.
Same thing with Justin Bieber. I feel really bad for. I feel really bad for Justin Bieber because you can see he's going through it, dog, right now, because of these
Usher.
niggas, bro. Usher, and I think the reason why they don't speak out is because the
Suzanne,
same thing with
Usher is a victim. Is what you're saying?
absolutely, dog, absolutely. But he don't say anything because he he grew up in it. It's almost like Stockholm
Stockholm.
syndrome. Like when a nigga gets kidnapped and then all of a sudden they fall in love. That's that shit. That's that shit. Yeah, you could kidnap a girl and keep her for 10 years and she'll fall in love with you. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden she's buying groceries and then she snaps out of it and she runs away.
That's what happened with us, Earl, by the way.
But
Oh man. Oh man.
There's a wink,
but
blink 2 times if you need help.
yeah, from the cop in the store. There's always the random cop in the store looking for a soda.
Oh
But
man.
that's that kind of vibe these people are on, dog. Like seriously. And I think that's what happened to Cassie. She was part of that
Cassie,
lifestyle.
and so she
No.
wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Because she was with this nigga like what, 15 years?
Mm-hmm.
Like 10, I think. Right?
You have no career. You were just a little, I think, like a perfume model for a little while. You had one album, and then Diddy was paying for everything. So like, you knew you didn't want to leave because you know if you left, your lifestyle was over. Whether he threatened her or not, obviously you weren't scared to sue him for $30 million. So he still could have murked you. You understand what I'm saying? So come on, let's keep it a beam, bro. These girls know what they're doing. These parents know what they're doing. And then when shit goes south, it's like, okay, it's time to sue. He raped me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 13 years ago, 14 years ago. Bill Cosby shit, R. Kelly shit, now with Diddy shit.
Yeah.
It's just it's a pattern, dog. I'm telling you, every 10 years you're gonna see this is gonna be the new thing. And now it's just out of hand. People sue you left and right if you look at them the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to these girls, and these girls on Instagram, they trapping niggas, bro. Like that football dude. Look at that Instagram. I forgot his name, but I think it's a football dude or a basketball player. Got himself an Instagram girlfriend. The girl don't even know what he does. She just knows he plays basketball. Probably don't even know what team he's on. And all they want is them babies.
I'm trying to think who.
I think I want to say it's a football dude.
I think you're talking about Anthony Edwards. I think.
I don't know his name. I just know he's stupid. His friends are telling him he's stupid and he's gonna marry this girl he met on Instagram. Like, bro, you
Oh,
dumb,
no,
bro. If you met her,
it's not Anthony Edwards then.
if you met her on Instagram shaking her ass, I mean, the modern day thing is like back in the day, you go to a strip club and you fall in love with a stripper and you try to make her a housewife. Modern day shit is you see her on Instagram, you're a rich basketball player, and you try to make an Instagram hoe your housewife. Like, it's the same. It's just transitioning over to OnlyFans.
Well, I think because every relationship now is transactional, like from love and relationships to
Yeah,
like
it's a
regular
business.
friendships. It's like if you're
Oh, I
not,
give you this.
yeah, if you're not doing something for each other or whatever, then it then wondering why we interacting with each other.
Yeah,
There's no real like true like friendships or true bonds. It's like
yeah,
if everything is all transactional, then is what can you do for me? And if you can't do anything for me, then there's no need for us to be talking to each other. So I mean, we just gotta, I don't know. I guess we teach our kids better. I guess I don't know.
I guess, babe. Do you owe me anything? You got
Bitch,
any
you or me?
transactions?
Shit. Fuck.
How you feel about? Let me ask you. So you're a girl. We almost never have girls on the pod, but how you feel about current day and age women, girls, the way they act, how dating, like what's your take on it? Like, do you feel how we feel? Like it's just everything is just you give me this, I give you that, or you think it's always been like that? It's just different.
I just think like girls are too materialistic these days. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like plastic surgery. Like they have to. I don't know. They just have to look a certain way to get the certain guy
Hmm.
to get the lifestyle they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
like a regular person, do you think that you can't? Well, honestly, you can't. If you're a regular person, you can't really bag a celebrity. You
Right.
have to. You have to be the Kim Kardashian type to
Yeah.
get the celebrity, to get the lifestyle.
Right.
So I feel like all females, that's their goal is Kim Kardashian body, Kim Kardashian lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think what a lot of these young people is that Kim Kardashian got money to look like plastic all year round. A lot of these young girls don't have that kind of money.
Stupid.
So when that flat ass that you've had pumped juicy fruit into starts flabbing, like you don't got another $10,000 to put more juicy fruit in there. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so now you 35 and you look like shit.
In my opinion, I think that everything in our society has become overly sexualized, right? And
I agree.
this is what I mean. Every single part of your life has to be sexy. The way you look has to be sexy. Your house has to be sexy. Your car has to be sexy. Even your job has to be sexy because it's to the point now where middle class people are not considered attractive. It's like you have to be like an Instagram model, or if you're a plumber, you're not considered sexy, and if you're an electrician, you're not considered attractive. When plumbers and electricians make so much money, bro. Like,
Not only that, but you need these
yeah,
motherfuckers. Like you need these people.
but because your job isn't sexy, then you're not attractive, and I think it's a testament to our it's a testament to our culture. Like everything has to
Yeah.
be sexy because we have this American society is just overly sexualized. That's why every time you watch a TV show, is they have to put representations of people's sexuality, which even though that
Right.
sexuality ain't
Right.
got nothing to do with the hell's going on. Like, bro, I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching superheroes. They saving the day from an alien threat. So why is it a gay sex scene needed for this? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just overly sexualized. And I'm not trying to bash a community and anything. I'm just saying we need to get back to the days of when privacy and exclusivity really mattered.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And I
agree.
feel like that
I,
will never happen as long as we have social media and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
you know.
Everybody wants to be famous, bro. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings when I say this, but I don't give a fuck. But I hate when I'm on Facebook and everybody, and I'm not I don't know who. I'm just saying I see this a lot. Everybody is like a content creator, and I understand we do a podcast. It's kind of like we're content creators, but like everybody is a content creator because they want to have. And look, and if you're a bitch ass nigga that wants to be so famous online and you have 0 followers and you think you're cool because you got 1,000 followers and you're not following nobody, you're goofy. I think that's all goofy shit. I hate when I see people have 0 followers or they follow you and then like 2 years later they unfollow you to make their Instagram shit look cool because they have 9,000 people following them, but they're following nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're goofy for that. I think that shows the kind of person you are. And I think it's just stupid.
Flex. It's a flex.
You think you think you're cool because you're a content creator now and you have 0 followers. You're a goofy nigga. You're not important. You're really not.
You want to say some names?
I mean, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but
I feel like this is pinpointed at a certain person.
No, I follow a couple. I have a couple friends on Instagram and on Facebook that when they first had Facebook and Instagram, they followed me. You know what I'm saying? Like they followed me and I followed them back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized like years later, I'm like, yo, this nigga unfollowed me. So I'm like, and then he unfollowed everybody. And now he has 0 followers and he has like 1,000 followers or 2,000 or 10,000 or whatever. Or now all of a sudden their profile switched to content creator and they have 0 followers. I'm like, bro, you don't even create content. Like putting up pictures of your dog and memes, you're not a content. That to me, that's not content. They're not even original memes. They're memes you're jacking off other people and you're making content. So to me, I just feel like you're not a real content creator. Like, do you understand the like what content? Like everybody thinks they're because they take pictures and they post them that they're content. And I get it, it's content, but it's not. You're not creating authentic content. You're just stealing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. And then you want to unfollow niggas and like you corny, bro. So I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I have friends that did that. You still corny in my book, but I still love you. But I'm not gonna unfollow everybody because I feel like, oh, I'm a content creator now. I'm a social media enthusiast and I'm unfollowing you because it makes me look cool. Like you're fucking goofy. Shut up. That's why I hate celebrities that don't have no followers. I don't follow them. Like I unfollowed a bunch of famous people because of that shit. That shit's annoying as fuck. I'm sorry. That's just a rant. I know. But yeah. All right. So anything else you want to add to that, babe? No, Mr. Early.
Yeah, you guys are goofies, man. Cut that out.
I'm pretty sure she owes me, son. I'm gonna collect later.
Oh, man.
All right. Next topic.
Next topic, we are talking about Shiloh Hendrix.
Shiloh. What was that about? Oh, that's the What was that? Wait, who was that? I want to make sure. I'm confused.
Shiloh Hendrix is the woman who called a child the N-word.
Oh, yes.
Wait,
that's
what?
why I didn't even know her name. Do you have a video pulled up?
Yes, I do.
Wait, what?
We're gonna
what
put the video.
Shiloh Hendrix. They was at the park.
Yeah.
They was at the park, and a 5-year-old kid stole a toy from her child, which is like her child, like a year old. The reports are saying that this 5-year-old child is autistic and is black, and she called the kid the N-word because he took the toy out of her. I took it out of her.
I would have beat her ass.
Yeah. So she then makes a fundraiser for herself, saying that she needs to protect her family from all of the threats or whatever because of her actions, and she ended up raising over $700,000 in donations.
Oh shit! Oh. Call me the N-word then. Fuck! What the? I'm gonna take my kid out and let somebody call him a fucking monkey or some shit.
Person, no, you got it wrong. The
white lady raised.
Yeah.
The white girl raised protection money, right? The one who called the little kid the N-word, right?
Yeah.
For herself, yeah. Oh, well, still. All right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Oh, shit. Let me.
That's no.
Call somebody the N word and.
I think so. Like, is there like a controversy on the GoFundMe getting revoked?
No, it's legal. And
Well, I mean,
they did it.
Yeah, and no. Of course, people are outraged about her making so much money. No, from what she did.
$700,000
to protect her family.
That's what the report says.
Because she called someone the N-word. She needs protection.
Yeah.
She should have been fucking ragged in that damn park. That's what she should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess like the company that the fundraiser is through, like they really can't do nothing about it. But that's where we're at now.
Yeah, let me see this video though.
Yeah,
you got
please.
the video?
Yes.
Because I don't think she's seen the video.
Okay, let me cue it up here.
That's crazy. Imagine making $600,000 because you called a little homie the N-word.
700.
7, yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll go up by now.
All right. So here we go.
Here you call him the little child?
Look, he acts like one. He's gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old an N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act.
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
That's a hate speech.
The question is this our America? My next guest is Dante King.
Okay, so
that's crazy. She admitted to it. I mean, I don't see why the parents
Where was the mom of the
press
other
charges.
kid?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because we would have both been in the video and she would have been getting her ass ragged, bro. She would have not been talking. No.
Yo, Jessica, that kind of something kind of like that happened a while ago in Georgia. Jessica
they called
this lady up.
We were in Evans Park by the library.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And Jaden was like what, maybe
2,
4?
3? Yeah, he was young.
Like maybe 4 years old. He was still young.
Mm-hmm.
And he was watching the older kids. They were like maybe 11, 12 years old. They were a little older and they were playing. He was like intrigued by what they were doing. So he was watching them. And one of the kids were like, look, he keeps looking at us. He must be gay.
Ooh.
Bro.
Ooh.
I was like, what did you say? And they were like, oh, nothing. We just, I was like, I will fuck you up. I was like, you better watch what you're talking. It was like, my son's not gay. Damn. So they ran and told their mom. And their mom came to me and she was like, did you F-bomb my kids? And I was like, I fucking sure did. Well, you got a fucking problem with that? I was like, you need to teach your kids some fucking respect.
Yeah.
She was like, well, they didn't do anything. It was like, they're calling my son gay. She goes, well, maybe he is. Oh, Jaden was like, come on, Mom, let's go.
Man.
Mind you, I just had Adam. Adam was in the stroller. So Adam, yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
So just letting you know I wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
Because that situation would have been different if I was there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there.
I was like, I will fuck you up, but I'm gonna show you gay, bitch.
Damn,
yeah.
Well, see,
But that's the thing. When you get crazy with them, that's when they want to back off and start being, she was acting mad ghetto.
Ghetto, yeah.
And you already know she was probably a white girl. She was a white girl, right?
She was.
I don't understand why the parents don't assess this. Like, they don't try to handle the situation like better. Like, if your kid is wrong, man, your kid is wrong. You have to teach them to be
exactly, bro. I would have been like,
bro.
Exactly. Like, if somebody come up to me and tell me my kid cursed, I'm gonna look at him like, did you curse?
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. All right, well, you don't do that, and then I'll yell at him, reprimand him, or whatever. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, it's cool. Maybe your kid is a fuckboy. I hate the parents
are in denial. No, my son didn't do that. Yes, he did.
Yeah, no. Listen, I've been around some of Jaden's friends, and I listen to kids on Xbox. Yeah, your kid curses. I don't give a fuck what you say or who you think you are. I don't care if your kid goes to church every day and praises the Lord. That nigga curses, all right? I promise you he curses. Because I've seen these young little dudes curse when their parents ain't around. So Do I think my kids curse? Yeah, absolutely. I know Adam every once in a while will sneak in a shit or F-bomb somewhere when I'm not around. I know Jaden does. So let's stop acting like our kids are like, they're so innocent. My kid would never do that. No, your bitch ass kid could do that because he just did. So, yeah, I think some parents are just like, they're really weird when it comes to their kids. You know, like they want to believe their kids would never do nothing wrong, and that's not true. That's absolutely not true. And that goes to even with like the school shooters. Oh, I never seen this coming. Really? I could look at your kid and I could tell you something was coming. I maybe not the bullets, but I knew he was gonna kill something. Like, where's your cat? How long has he been missing? I promise you, little Timmy murked him in the backyard.
Boy, you crazy.
I'm just saying. You could look at some kids. Yeah, you could look at some kids and be like, yo, he's gonna be a problem. Yeah. I'm telling you, I've seen kids in when I go out with Adam and I'll be like, yo, be careful with that one. Be nice to him. He look like he a little. No, I'm dead ass serious. But yeah, be nice to him. He look like he's a little like he'll come to school with a fucking pickaxe and start, just I'm just saying, being realistic. Like, not everybody's kid is sweet.
Earl, what are your thoughts on that video?
Her calling the kid the N-word? It's disgusting.
Like the whole video in general. Just like overall. The whole situation.
Like if, because I know you don't have kids, so I want to hear your perspective on how, you would have handled that shit.
I mean, I think it's disgusting, man. I think it's very disgusting, man. Like adults don't like we as adults we try to discipline your kids, but then when you in a situation, it's like you try to make all these excuses to why you shouldn't be held accountable. You know what I mean? It's like as an adult, I expect you to handle situations like so much better than what the kids was. Cause like, I mean, kids can be cruel, say things and do things, but that's when the parent has to step in and be a parent, and like you have to not be delusional about your kid. You know what I mean? Like I feel like as a parent, man, you want to raise decent human beings in this world. Like you don't want your kid to go around, doing things or saying things that's disruptive or causing them to be like a menace to society, and then you just defend every single thing that they say and do. Like I see it in my community all the time. Like these kids, man, like they bad. They don't show respect for authority. They're just out here doing whatever. And then when you step to the child and try to correct their behavior, not necessarily hurt them or yelling at them or cursing at them, you just can't say anything to them. And then the parent comes in and defends the actions of the child.
Right, exactly.
Right. And then when
which is crazy because you know what I mean? Like that's nuts.
When that child has an interaction with authority, the police, they're not finna. No, I mean, the outcomes of these situations.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's that. So this situation in particular, I don't understand why is a grown woman calling a 5-year-old child the N-word because he took a toy. All he had to do was just ask the kid to give it back. Be a decent human being. Like if
you gotta set an example. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a perfect time to set an example.
And she didn't. Hey, that's not your toy. She didn't have to yell at him. She didn't have to, curse at him or call him the N-word or whatever. Like she could have just simply calmly talked to the kid in a loving, caring way, and I'm pretty sure he would have gave the toy back. Because I mean,
or you just go to the parents at that point.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just I mean, this shows like where we are as a society, man. And now, if I was a parent, if that was my child, I wouldn't say I physically hurt her, but I mean, she would definitely know how I feel. Well, she's a woman. I can't.
Get your dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very disgusting, man. Like, it's like
actually really sad to watch.
It's like whenever we have the opportunity to do better and be better and show the world that we can be decent human beings, it's like I never see people take the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That was the moment. You're being recorded, and everybody's recording.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody is fucking big brothering you all day long. So you think the smartest thing for you to do was actually sit there and actually admit that you called that young boy the N-word?
And what's so crazy about it is you called that kid an N-word, and then you ask for money, and not only do you get it, man, you get life-changing money. This woman can quit her job right now, bro.
Bro, but imagine that's like she got all that money, and you're gonna tell me racism ain't real?
Yeah. I mean, it just shows you.
I
where
could
you
imagine
are
that
as
was
a
at
society.
least $700,000. That was over 1,000, 2,000 people that donated that
They're
kind of
probably
money.
all
So
racist, and they're like,
Yeah, and they
you know?
agree that you did the right thing. You should have called them the N-word.
Exactly. Exactly. So that alone shows you where we're at in 2025. All right? That alone shows you where we're at in 2025. So it's disgusting, bro. It's fucking
really.
disgusting. That's why nowadays, like, whenever the speech or whenever the conversation of the N-word comes up, dude, bro, you already know how I feel about that shit. We go back with that shit. But I always tell people, I'm like, bro, listen, I understand, like, people think that word, it can be a brotherhood or this, and then there's ways people say it that just sounds really bad. Bro, if you feel uncomfortable saying it, then you shouldn't be saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, if I'm around my people or I'm around my friends and we talking, we saying it, and it's just going, we just going. But if you're an old white
But you're
woman
not
and you just
saying it
coming
like
out,
with hate. That's the difference. You're
right?
not, like
That's
she
what
said
I'm
it with
saying,
hate.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's this conversation that we have, that when we say it, who says it, who don't say it, who could say it. It's like, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you know all I'm saying is, if you feel uncomfortable saying it, you shouldn't be saying it. If you're around your friends and you say it, then you in your safe space, that's cool too. If one of your friends don't, like, for instance, if I'm in my boy's house, I don't say it in my friend's house when I was a kid, because they went to church, they were older folks, and they didn't like curse words, period. So we didn't say no curse words, you know what I'm saying, which was really hard for me to do. So that's why I didn't really go inside much. But we respected that space. Now, when we were outside, F bombs, N bombs, like, all day long. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, dude. I don't. I just hate when that conversation comes up, because it's like nobody's ever right and nobody's ever wrong.
Man.
You got your amendment, free speech, but then you got ignorant people, but then you got people who understand it, then you got people who think other people can't say it, and then you got people who think that only we can say it or they can say it. And quite frankly, I don't know. I don't care for any of what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? If I feel comfortable around one of my people saying it, I grew up in that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood, in the mud, and around all type of people. So I don't know. And like I said, living in the South, I think we had this conversation. I learned a different, way, because Marcus put me on. He's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But I got that too. But I don't know. It's just weird, man. Especially when angry white folks say it and they do it to
But that's what I'm saying, is like,
the people.
when they're saying it, they saying it with hate. Whereas when we grew up in New York, like, that's like you said, brother. Like, you be like, yo, this nigga's wild.
Yeah, it's
like,
different.
like, we're not saying it like in a negative way. That's just our vocabulary. Like we're so ignorant to the
world.
that.
Yeah, because we never grew up in the South or these other places.
It wasn't.
Where that shit
It's
means
never.
different.
It's never negative. Like,
yeah.
Like, she was saying it.
I'm
like,
telling you,
racially.
Yeah, bro, that shit was.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I say, it just shows you where we are as a society. So for all the people that they're saying, like, just let it go and all this, it's like you can't, because, like, they're going to remind you. You can't just let it go and forget and move on, because there will always be situations where they're going to remind you of what they think of you, and this is definitely one of them, because dude is a 5-year-old kid. And on top of it, they say the kid has autism, man. So
yeah, which is crazy because like that kid probably just wanted to, they just take shit. They don't know.
they don't know.
They just want to play.
Yeah.
I mean, even regular kids and I don't even want to make an excuse for the kid, whether he has autism or not, but just regular kids, they see a toy, they grab it, and you be like, "Oh, that's not yours, sweetie."
And
you know what I'm saying?
I can see if there's like a doctor's office or something, but you're at a public park where everything out there you have access to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you don't like if you're. That's one thing. I think me and Jess could say this. Me and Jess always had like this thing. We never brought the kids' toys to the park for that reason. Because you bring a toy to the park or to school, some kids don't have the privilege of having the toys you have. Right. So they see you and they want to play with it, and then they take it or they steal it or they snatch it from you, and then there's a problem. Now you know why schools don't allow you to bring toys and all these other random items. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it, man. It's just that's one reason why I never bring toys to the park. You know what I mean? Just to prevent that from happening. But I don't know, dude. Maybe next time don't bring toys to the park. If you're going to the park, go to the park. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But all right, well, I'm good with that one. You good with that one, love?
Yeah.
All right. So we got anything else?
2 more topics. Our next topic is man kills cop who killed his son. And that was something that you put me on.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah.
That was
so I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one, sir.
All right, so a cop. Well, this. So from the story that I read or watched, apparently
we need to raise money for him. That's what we need to do. Shit.
He was out with some friends. This is just the story right now. We don't have all the facts here, so I don't want to make anything foggy. But this is all I know right
now.
Allegedly, the kid was on the body cam. You could see him getting shot in the back by the cop. Right. Apparently, the kid was in a stolen car that his friends stole and picked him up in. So I don't know if the kid didn't know it was stolen or they stole it. We're not clear yet. But they pull the car over. Everybody runs out. I ain't gonna lie. When you see cops, you run. Like, you get scared, you run, especially a young kid. And I know that don't sound cool, but bro, listen, it's just we live in a time where you see somebody pulling out guns, you just get scared. Your instinct is to run. They all ran out the car and they chased him like behind a dumpster, and then he ran off and they shot him, killed him.
But they're not supposed to shoot.
I mean, the kid stopped. They could have jumped on him. They said he had a weapon.
Oh, okay. Well, they have to say that they killed him.
Yeah.
Well, didn't the kid had an arm in a sling or something like that?
No, I think he had like a book bag or like a purse. It looked like a sling. I don't know. I like the video is real. It's real shaky. And like I said, he ran. They shot him. If you ask me,
when he was running, they shot him. Which you said they shot him in the back. So he wasn't showing a threat to them. So why they shot him?
And this is what I'm gonna get to next. They said that he had a gun, and they found a gun that he threw in the bushes when he ran, which makes no sense to me because they shot him and then he ran and then they shot him. So I don't know at what part he threw the gun out. They said they saw the gun. They have a picture of a gun. I don't know how, you just know how these things go. It could be, I don't know. I don't want to say the cops were fucked up or whatever. I don't want to choose sides. But all I know is that the kid's dead. Cop is still there. Whatever. The dad decides to come back later. I think they were surveying the area where the shit happened. There was traffic or some shit. And a traffic cop, he got in his car and he ran over one of the cops, killed them. They said he was coasting the spot that they have him on video.
I thought he killed the guy that actually killed his son.
No, that's what I was trying to get to. That's what I thought.
Oh, man.
That's what I thought. But no, he killed a random cop in the street.
Oh. Man.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
I'm like, no, I thought so too. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I would have, if I find out my son was killed by some random dude or a cop that was not even doing his job right, yeah, I'd probably crash out too. But he not
Yeah,
he
he killed a
literally crashed
random
out and
person.
killed the wrong cop. You know, not even I don't want to say the wrong cop, but he killed a cop that was literally had nothing to do with the case. You know, whether or not he was a part of the crew, yeah. But that's like somebody killing my son and I just go kill some random, black kid or some Puerto Rican kid if he was Puerto Rican or black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that. If I'm gonna go kill somebody, I'm gonna kill the nigga who killed my kid. Like, period.
Right.
But nah, he killed a cop that was doing traffic control in the area, I believe, if I understood this right, that they were doing um like they were doing the crime scene shit. Like they were looking for stuff,
Yeah.
So I think he was surveying traffic in different directions because they were closing off that section. Crash killed the cop. They arrested the guy who was the father of the son, and they brought him into the courthouse to arraign him and set his bail, his bond or whatever. And all the cops, they didn't let his family into the courtroom. One, all the cops that were involved in the shooting and the crash were in the court. Like the whole courtroom was full of cops and lawyers. That was it. And they all, you know how they like to line up the cops, all line up while the perp walks out so he can like ice grill. This nigga stood his head up high and he looked at every cop in the face and was like, fuck you. And then walked out. A lot of people are kind of like on the fence, like applauding him, but also like against it, which I'm kind of against it because he killed. Like if he would have killed the cop who killed his son, I would have totally understood that. I'm not saying that'd be a good idea if he would have like offed him, but if he would have did that, I would understand. I have kids myself. I would totally understand. But now they're trying to paint the picture like the kid was a bad kid, which they always do. If he stole candy when he was 3, they're bringing that shit up. Oh, well, he stole candy when he was 3 years old. He was gonna be a criminal. So they're doing that. That run is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna dig in everything he's done in the past in his whole life, and they're gonna bring it up to this moment. But like I said, I don't know if the car was actually stolen or if he stole it or even if he knew it was stolen. And that's where the story ends right now. So I'm just trying to figure out. Damn, why is my PC battery not charging? I'm just trying to figure out what caused this guy to crash out like this.
Look at the baby.
Oh, it's cutie. In my opinion, stuff like this happens because you see police get away with so much. Because I don't know if y'all remember the Tyrese Nichols situation where it was a bunch of black cops that beat this guy real bad to the point where he died.
Yeah, he beat. Yeah.
Okay,
I know
so
they
they got acquitted of all charges.
That's crazy.
So when situations like that, like you constantly see these things happening, so sometimes
and that was 6 black cops beating up 1 black kid, right?
And
that was
and
nuts.
they were all found not guilty. So
yeah, I remember that. That was like 3-4 years
when
ago.
these things keep happening, it's like people feel like the system is not on their side. So and some people, such as this man who decided to kill a cop, he decided to take the situation to his own hands because you guys are not going to do anything about it. So I feel like this is the result of not serving justice to the people. You're not really investigating and holding these people accountable for being bad people. I mean, because just because they got the uniform on, don't mean everything that they do is the right thing. It's like they're human beings.
Yeah.
Human beings are flawed. Human beings have pride and ego, and they sometimes let these things get the best of them. So when these guys are using their badge to break the law and just think they can do whatever, you have to hold them accountable for that. Like you have to, you're fired or you're going to jail or something, man. But you can't just allow these police officers to just take people's lives and then nothing happens, right? Like, because if you do that, then this is what's the result of it. Now, and stuff like this could end up happening more frequently. And
no,
and I
yeah.
feel like once that happens, now you're going to implement martial law, and that's not going to be good for nobody. You know.
What do you think, Jess?
Like I'm on the fence with it because like I see, you killed my son. I'm gonna, eye for an eye. But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
poor officer was just doing his job. You
yeah.
know what I
Doing
mean?
his
Like,
job. Yeah.
so like I
Like I
I,
said,
I
if
see it both ways.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it just sucks all around because
Yeah.
like you said, the officer died doing something he was just supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if he would like if the guy would have even if the guy would have went after the guy who killed his son, it would have been a little bit more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Not been right, but a little bit more understanding because, like I said, he don't know what his kid was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe what if his kid was doing something wrong? And
Right.
I'm not condoning getting shot in the back. I think from the video, he was a small kid. You could have bum rushed him. There was like 4 or 5 cops. Like,
Was the cop that shot him white?
yes. So then you got
I
that.
just
So
don't like. Listen, if I was a white cop nowadays, I probably would never pull. They would kill me before I kill them. I would never pull out my gun like on black people because like I wouldn't want to be that.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and like I said, that's where I think shit gets fucked up because like you have to serve and protect, but like you
A
can't
kid though. Well, like, what do
serve.
you like?
No. That's what. But it doesn't matter. A crime doesn't have an age anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be careful because there are young kids out here killing people.
Mm-hmm.
Like in New York, there's like 12-year-olds running around with guns. You know what I'm saying? And shooting cops. So like it's hard for cops to do their jobs when there's this kind of now you got all these kids acting this way. It's hard to distinguish if he's a good kid or a bad kid. Now, if this kid was white, would it have went different? Yeah, probably, because I feel like when it's a white kid, the tasers come out. You know what I'm saying? And when it's a black kid, the gun comes out. So it's just weird because I watch plenty of videos of cops apprehending different races of people, and I swear to God, it's almost like there's a different class of weapon for every race they run into. You know what I'm saying? I watched maybe a week ago this guy, big, brolic white dude, bald head, muscles for days, come out of his car and threaten to beat up 6 cops, and they did absolutely nothing to him. You understand? And this is a video on the cop's chest. This guy is telling the cops he will fuck them up, and these cops are not doing anything to this white guy. They don't take out a gun. They don't point a taser. They don't even take out a baton. Nothing. They're just sitting there letting this guy talk shit. But yeah, if that would have been George Floyd, they whoop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney King, they whoop his ass. The other kid, they whoop his ass. They shoot you. But this big white dude gets a pass because what? You don't feel threatened from his screaming? Or you because you don't feel threatened by his color. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of cops are trained in training rooms, but they're not trained to understand culture. Bro, I think cops just need to be cultured, bro.
Yeah.
They need to hire cops that live in the hoods where they live. Hire some hood kids that need jobs and train them in the hood and train them to be cops. Give them jobs instead of giving all these white boys that live in upstate New York come work in Harlem and they never been to the hood in their life. They nervous all day long. My boy's a cop and he works in Harlem and he's cool. He gets the vibes. He understands. He hasn't had no issues. Yeah, niggas don't like him, but he hasn't had no issues because he's from the hood and when he got hired, he understood the hood. And he works in Harlem, bro. He was working in the Bronx at one point. And he felt fine because he was comfortable in that element. That's all I'm saying, bro, is that they need to hire cops for those elements of kind of policing those areas. They need to stop hiring scared white kids that are super smart, probably great cops on paper, but not in the street. It's like any other job, dude. If you're a great technician, I could be the greatest technician, have no paperwork, hire a kid out of school, and he fuck everything up. Book smart, but never touch a tool in his life. Same thing, though. This is the same concept,
Yeah.
bro. Same concept.
Jess, you have anything you want to say?
No.
I think there's a culture of us versus them when it comes to the police. I think when they come into our neighborhood, they don't do their job professionally like how they should, because the police have a rank. They have like rank, right? So this officer outranks this officer outranks that officer, and they're supposed to operate in that chain of command. There's been plenty of times where I've interacted with the police where the police to show up and then like they all over the place and they're just doing whatever, and they're not really following like a chain of command. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how things go sideways within our community, because they show up and they're not professionals. They're not doing their job right. They're not trying to de-escalate the situation and follow a chain of command and really resolve the situation. Everybody go home, you know,
Yeah.
and happy and peacefully. But I just feel like in order for things like this not to happen, man, you're going to have to start holding police accountable, because they are human beings, and human beings have their bad ways about them, and you have to hold them accountable and keep them in check when they do bad things.
Yeah, no. Who's that with you? That's Remy. every different dog every time. But nah, I agree with you, kid. I just think they're not. It's literally a culture different, bro. They don't live like we live. You know what I'm saying? They come from good areas. They don't understand the hood. They don't understand the streets. And I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like that's why I think like in the cops in like some areas where they police other white folks, everything seems to be okay because they're around other white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like they're used to that. They're comfortable around white folks. But when they come to the darker part of town or to the Spanish part of town or wherever, they don't know how to mingle with us. We're different.
Yeah.
You ever have that awkward you ever have that awkward pound with a white person where you try to give them a pound but they do some weird shit? They're like, it's like hi dog. You like, that's them trying to be with us, but they just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So like you give them that awkward pound because they don't know how to give a pound or what's up. It's like they go too high, you know, like it's that, bro. They just don't know. They don't know. They don't know how to mingle with us. So they uncomfortable and shit like that. But I don't know, man. I don't think shit ever gonna change. Remember, police were invented to capture slaves, and I think they still on that time. And they don't know how to de-escalate shit. You can't tell me that you can't come up with a better way to stop somebody than shooting and killing them. They got darts, shit, tranquilizer guns. They got all types of weird shit we do. And we have to shoot and kill all the time. Like you can't load up a gun with some tranquilizers, shoot them and put them to sleep. So in case you shoot the wrong person, be like, oh, my bad, I just put you to sleep for a couple hours. And then he could sue you for $100,000 later. I don't know, dude. It's just like our thought process is all wrong. It's shoot to kill instead of like shoot and like, you know, like de-escalate. Like it's bad training. It's just bad training. But all right, so I'm done with that.
All right. Last thing.
Shut up.
Last one. It's not a topic. It's more of a question. All right.
Okay.
I was watching the Joe Budden podcast and they was talking about R. Kelly singing for people at birthday parties. And
in jail?
Yeah. But
shit.
this is a way for him to make money or whatever. And Mark Lamont Hill was saying he hated the idea that people want that they're willing to engage with R. Kelly in that way. So the question that I have from that situation is, how long before someone is forgiven or paid their debt to society? Because I feel like at this point, R. Kelly he's paying for his crimes. He's not harming anybody anymore. So why can't he go down the path of redemption? Like why won't we give him that chance?
Oh man. Yeah, you go first, babe.
Well, even if he wasn't paying for his crime, his music is still good. Like, so like,
I always say that. You gotta separate the art from the artist.
like I mean, that's just me. I mean, when he got arrested, I was still listening to his music. I didn't, stop listening to his music. Like,
Same thing with Diddy.
I don't know.
But
I feel like,
my opinion,
like you said, he's already paying he's doing his time. So why not sing for people? For he still can sing. Like he's just because he's in jail doesn't mean they took his vocals away. Like he can still sing, make money, and make people happy still.
Yeah, I agree because he had his day in court. They found him guilty. They sat him in jail, and he's been doing his time. So, and then the most important thing for me is we live in a society where once you do something wrong, people just want to throw you away.
Yeah, they want to hate you forever.
I feel like, okay, so where's the chance for redemption? Like, can I get an opportunity to show you that I can do better? Now, if we give you that chance and you mess up again and you want to throw them away completely, okay, I totally understand. But, like I say, as far as R. Kelly goes, he's behind bars. He's doing his time. He's paying his debt to society. He's fulfilling his obligations of what we find fitting to be his punishment. And at what point do you rehabilitate this man? Because I don't like how long he's going to be in there. Eventually, he's going to get out, right? And once he's out, you want him to be a productive member of society and not just. And you don't want him to go back to his old ways.
What was he sentenced to?
I don't know.
Was it like 20 years or some shit like that?
I'm not sure.
Really? That's a long time.
He's been in jail for how many years now?
He's been in jail for a while now.
It's been a good.
It's been like what, 10, 15 years?
No, not that long.
Was it?
No, I would say maybe 5.
Yeah, maybe about 5.
Yeah.
Damn, was it 5? It feels a lot longer than 5.
Maybe a little more, but not 10, 15.
Not 10, 15? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. I just, like I said, bro, you know how I felt about the whole R. Kelly thing. I think that was he was doing shit with girls underage. A lot of them were probably lying to him about their age. Like, you don't know. He said this. Like, yo, these girls will say they were 18. Sometimes their moms will bring them. Like, they would, bro, like I said, manhunt all the time. But why the man can't sing? I mean, I don't understand.
Right.
He ain't peeing on anybody anymore, so why he can't sing? You know what I mean? Like, let the nigga sing, bro. That's it. Like people want to condemn people forever, but then forgive other people. Like, there's real people out there that don't deserve a chance. They're letting murderers out. You know what I'm saying? That been in jail 20 years. I've seen people, bro, the kid who killed Pop Smoke is out before R. Kelly.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, bro. You mean to tell me he killed the whole person and he's out? Like, these guys get out of jail. So you can't tell me that you can't leave R. Kelly alone, bro. Like, we got bigger things to worry about than what R. Kelly did to some girls, that were a slight bit under 18 because they probably done lied or their moms done dropped them off and said, hey, R. Kelly, just hit me with that check and you can have her. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep it 100. Yeah. I'm over that shit. I don't know what the Joe Budden guy was talking about, but I'm cool with that shit. I don't give a fuck. You can let him make money, bro. What are you gonna do?
I mean, like I say, man, as I feel like everybody deserves a chance at redemption, man, and to show you that they can do better. So I feel like this is R. Kelly's path to that. No, really, hopefully, whatever it was that was wrong with him, he's really getting help for it. But like I say, he's man behind bars. Like he ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah, listen, they let real pedophiles out of jail. And R. Kelly's out. I don't consider him like a pedophile, like kind of shit. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm cool. Let him sing, bro. Let him do his thing, bro. He ain't bothering nobody.
That's my.
They just mad because he's making money. That's all.
That's my.
But he's like
He's mad
making
'cause he
pennies on the dollar. He's not even making real money.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, it's not like he's out here making $1 million a song on a probably singing "Happy Birthday" to some old lady for like
a
a couple of
Twinkie.
ramen noodles.
Twinkie.
Yeah, and like and 2 Pepsis. Like, come on, bro. Let this do this, bro.
Well, that's my final take on it, and that would be our last topic.
All right, cool.
Pod.
All right, and what about the list shit? Do you have your list?
Yes, I have my list.
You want to do it, babe? You have your fun list?
My what?
I mean, your list that I told you. The list I told you about. We're gonna do that next, real quick. That'll be quick.
I gotta find it.
I
can go
think you
first.
texted to me, but all right. So let's do that. Let's do fun time with what's going on. And today's topic is how to tell somebody you look ugly without telling them you look ugly.
You look
Or
ugly,
like-
or your clothes are ugly.
Or your clothes are ugly.
'Cause
Like,
that's
you know,
a totally
they-
different
yeah.
answer. You didn't prepare me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like your outfit's ugly without telling them their outfit's ugly. All right,
All right, hold on, wait.
So,
I'm trying to find
Earl.
it.
Earl,
Yes.
you want to go first, kid?
Yes, I will go first. If I saw someone wearing something that I thought they look ugly in, I would ask them, "Yo, man, how much you pay for that?"
I like the face expression.
Yeah. Because I think it's more the face expression more than what you're saying. You know, it's
Right.
like it's how you say it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, kind of vibe. So wait, say it again. Is how much you pay for
How
that?
much you pay for that? You give them like a side eye.
Yo, babe, you found yours?
Yeah, I found it.
All right. So you go next. So I got mine in the notes. I gotta pull it up.
I thought you said it was 3.
Yeah, we all do one each, and then we
Oh,
go back to
oh.
the next person.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead. How
So
will you
if
tell
I saw
somebody
someone
their
that,
outfit?
if I saw someone that their outfit was not jiggy with
You
it,
should have told this shit on the carnival. Carnival queue.
I'm gonna be like,
Not
what size is that? What size is that? Because you know when you ask what size is that, you know like, oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. It's either too big or too small. On the cruise, it was too small.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. So next time if I'm wearing something, I think I'm fresh. Somebody say, "What size is that?" I know they trying to talk bad about me.
All right. I got. All right, ready? I go, bro. That's not it.
Damn, straight to the point.
Yeah, he ain't trying to hide it at all, bro.
Cause I've said that shit before. And I'm like, bro, those ain't it, bro. Them shoes are not it, my B. Like, nah. All right, go ahead, Earl. You go.
Not gonna lie. Sometimes I can be a bit of an a-hole and straightforward to the point.
Okay.
Yo, bro, I wouldn't wear that shit, man. I wouldn't wear that, bro. Nah, bro.
And then you can add right after that. Yeah, that's not it, bro. By the way, what size is that? Just put all of them shit together.
Where you get that from?
All right, baby, it's your turn. Oh, shit, that was funny.
It's always gonna be with the face. You always have to say it with the face.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the face. Go ahead.
You gotta be like, what is that? What size is that?
What is that? And then that's when they say, "What's what?"
That. What is that? Like you gotta do like this, like this.
Yeah, you gotta do the up and down.
Yeah, like what is that?
And then if they have a hat on, you circle the hat. Like, what's that?
Yeah,
Oh, that,
what's-
oh, that. All right, Earl, you go.
This will be my third one.
It's your turn.
You go.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, my turn. Okay, my fault. All right. So my other one is, you want it to look like that?
Nah, but you told me that a couple times. Bitch ass motherfucker. You told me that a couple times.
Oh man.
You want it to look like that? Like, when
damn, you got me questioning shit now.
When you wear your bum shoes, those ones, the red ones, no. You don't got them on today. Nah, those are not. Those are the Crocs. Those are the Crocs. Those are different. Now, I remember you had them weird, I think they were Bobs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those bum ass shoes. All right, Earl, your turn.
All right. I would be like, yo, you dress yourself? You put that on, like you pick that out yourself?
He did it with the stutter and everything.
Yeah. Like, yo, you dress yourself? Damn, son, you look like. Oh shit! All right, Mama, your turn.
I'm gonna be like, when I go shopping, I'm gonna take you with me. You can come shopping with me, 'cause I don't. let me shop for you. That's what I had to do with George. I had to like just go shop for him.
Oh God! So that's what you say? Like, let me go shopping with you?
No, I said, let me take you shopping.
That's the line. That's what you
said. Let me take you shopping.
I ain't gonna lie, though.
Yo, you told me that though, bro.
That's a good one, man.
You told me that all the time. Like, yo, let me take you shopping, and I actually let you. Shut up.
You're welcome.
Bitch ass nigga. Yeah.
Nah, but you told me
nice
me that a couple times. You wanted to look like that. Now you got me questioning. Like, damn. And I'll be like, yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. Okay. I'm like, all right. This is quite simple and very effective. You ready?
Nope.
That one, but no, it's a little different. You ready? You got to.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
No, that's not it. That was a good one though. But I'll be like this. Nigga. And then that's it. Just that.
But it has like a whole bunch of exclamation points.
Yeah, and dots at the end. Like,
I've seen that before.
Nigga. Like, I've done that to my stepdad, my boys, the homies. They've done it to me. So yeah, that's like when I remember going shopping with my friends, and he'll pull out a shirt, and we'll be like, nigga. Nah, nigga, that's not it, bro. That's not it. All right, son, you go. I think I got one more.
That was my last one. I don't
have no
That was your last one?
Yeah, you said 3.
Oh, I have one more. Okay, I got one more. This one's simple as hell. Son, that's a hot mess, bro. I've seen shit be like, yo, that's a hot mess, boy. Like, what? Like, Jaden sometimes when he would get dressed, like, yo, you look a mess, boy. Oh, remember when he was going through his sweatpants and Crocs days?
Oh man.
Remember when I would text you and be like, Adam got off the bus looking like a Mexican that just came home from El Salvador?
Yeah, which is 2 totally different countries.
Because they kind of blend in with each other.
Yeah. He's like, yo, he got to get a haircut and change those sweatpants. All right. Those were good. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right. So, all right, so pod's over. All right, everybody go home. Peace out. All right. Well, this was What's Going On. I'm your host, Ninja. Please like, share, subscribe. That's Jess.
XP Early Bird. This has been fun.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, enjoy your day early. Babe, I'll see you in like 2 minutes after I hang up on you.
Bye, Earl.
Thank you. Y'all take care, man. I had fun with this episode.
You too.
Yeah. I'll try to have it up tonight, if not tomorrow, for sure. All right.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye, guys. Later.